What's up, guys? DK. We are back to Final Fantasy X. No speed grid. Sorry for the wait. Alright, so guys, at this point, it's time to take down most of the remaining arena monsters. We've already defeated every area monster, every species monster. Now, this file I'm currently using is the file that I saved right before the fight with Sin. I told you my reason for this because I like for the characters to say their in-battle quotes when they're fighting. So, this means this file has not unlocked this guy right here, which is who's that again? Abaddon. But I can kill him in 3 attacks, so it doesn't matter. Well, 4 attacks. It also has not unlocked Sleep Sprout, who dies to a single attack, and it has not unlocked the Ironclad, who dies to Doom and a really strong Aeon. So this also means that I have not unlocked the Slug and Ultima Buster, but we'll deal with them later. Okay, now let's take a look at our Shiva. 20,000 HP, 1,500 magic points. I really wanted to hit the 20,000 HP mark. This is mainly for Earth Eater and Thuban. Now, you see that my stats down the bottom are not maxed out. I haven't maxed them out yet because the way she is now, this is more than enough to handle the rest of the arena monsters. Now, my agility isn't maxed out because I don't need more than 170 speed. I just did 171 for some odd reason, but once you get 170 speed, that'll be enough for your Aeon, so you don't need to raise it any higher than that. That's the whole tick speed rule and bullshit. Oh well. Now, you may notice that her luck is actually very, very high. This isn't needed for the arena monsters, but it is needed if you plan on taking down the Dark Anima. And because I'm using Shiva, it might be helpful against Dark Shiva too, as well as Dark Muhammad, but not quite sure about him. Alright guys, so before we get this show started, there's something very important that we need to take care of, because contrary to popular belief, I do indeed have a life outside of my video games, unfortunately. As much as I would love to sit on my ass and play my games 24/7, I can't do those things. This means that in order to get my Shiva to where she is right now, I simply use this thing right here. You guys have given me the okay to do this because you guys clearly understand just how long it'll take to do this normally. So what we agreed to do is, for the items that I'm going to be using in this challenge from this point on, simply show how I would normally obtain a unlimited supply of those items. So take an item like, where is it? Here we go. This for Venom. Teacher Elemental. There's a way to get a unlimited supply of this in this challenge, but it's completely useless. So items like that's useless, I won't show. And there are also a few items that would be useful, but they have limited access in this challenge. Now, some of you probably wondering, why am I doing this when everybody's probably going to cheat anyway? Well, some of you might not have the luxury of playing this game on your PC. Maybe you don't have a PC that can handle this game. So I have to consider those people. Before we talk about the items, the first thing we need to talk about is this. Master Thief. This is extremely crucial for your No Speed Grid challenge because you're going to be stealing a lot of rare items. In order to make Master Thief, you need 30 pendulums. There are only 2 ways to get pendulums in the No Speed Grid challenge. The first way is by doing the chocobo race and opening up 4 chests. I think it was 4 chests, or was it 5 chests? I think it was 4 chests. You most likely already did that during the main course of the game, so that you can steal rare items. However, if for some completely illogical reason you used it for anything else, at that point, the only way you can get your pendulums is by taking down the Slug. This not only means you need to catch 1 of everything in the game, but you also need a super strong Aeon. So I highly recommend that you do not use your pendulums for anything else except for Master Thief on Riku. Now, for those of you who use your pendulums and you're not strong enough to take down the Slug, there is a backup plan. Your backup plan is to take out this guy right here. Killing that giant bird drops amulets, and these make pickpocket. Not as good as Master Thief, but until you're strong enough to take down the Slug, this will have to suffice. Most of you are using Anima for this challenge, so you're going to need Mega Potions for Kiraja. As you see, you need exactly 60 of them, and you can get these from Belgamita by defeating her Shiva, and that's all you need for this challenge. If for some reason you use the method that, at that point, you have to steal the rest of them from the Horned Beast. Mega Phoenixes. Now this one will be kind of annoying if you use them up. You might have already used these for the main course of the game. Mega Phoenixes, of course, make Auto Phoenix. Your first two targets are Tidus and Waka. Tidus and Waka will always have Auto Phoenix on. As for Riku and Yuna, this pretty much depends on how you plan on taking down the Dark Mag Sisters, and if you plan on taking down Dark Anima without Zamato, but we'll burn those bridges when we come to it. In any case, you really only need a grand total of about 60 of these, and you automatically get 99 of them from the Monster Arena. You might have already used them up during the main course of the game, if you were handicapped yourself like I was. In your case, you're going to need to throw yourself into the Zendikar ruins and fight these cannon machines back here. This one can be very, very annoying, so please use your Mega Phoenixes wisely. It's a real drop, so hang in there. Healing water makes alchemy. This is very helpful against the Dark Mega Sisters and extremely crucial if you plan on taking down Dark Anima. Fortunately, this one is very easy. It's a common steal from Adamatoys, and you don't need that many of them. Next item is Shining Gem. We need this to teach our Aeon Flare. The game automatically gives you about 100 of these. You get them from the Monster Arena, and you also get them from Bilgemini. But for those of you who already use these up, it's a rare steal from the Black Element. Supreme Gems. We need this to teach our Aeon Ultima, of course. The game automatically gives you 6 of these, but we need 99 of them. And by now, you probably already used them in the main game. It's a common drop from the Souped Up Lizard in the Monster Arena. And once you've got a super strong Aeon, there's nothing to worry about. Petrified grenades are needed for Stoneproof. If you don't plan on taking down Dark Anima, you don't need Ribbon. In that case, use Stoneproof instead. You need this for Dark Sandy. And of course, lizards are everywhere. Definitely one of the most important abilities is Auto Haste. You will use this on all of your characters. Unfortunately, you need 80 chocobo wings. The game automatically gives you 99 of these, so that's 1. For the rest of them, get ready to steal a lot. If you fight the Cactar King, it's a common steal and you get 2 of them. Unfortunately, sometimes you get a rare steal and you won't get any of them. Not only that, but he counterattacks and it's really, really frustrating. As I said before, I prefer to steal them from Fenrir. The reason for this is because I have a very specific setup that I use that makes me unkillable. And at that point, I can just steal Chocobo Wings until he runs out and then I simply flee. You want your Aeon to have Shell, Protect, and Reflect, obviously. And you simply get these curtains by unlocking monsters in the Monster Arena. I really don't need to show these. The same thing for Purifying Salt. You need the spell for a few bosses, and you get this simply by unlocking monsters in the Monster Arena. Stamina Spring teaches your Aeon Drain, which is very important if you're using Anima. It allows you to attack while also healing at the same time. You get 99 of these from the Monster Arena. Lesson is very important for restoring your magic points against the Dark Mega Sisters. You get the items from the Monster Arena. 3 stars is very important. It teaches your Aeon Double Cast, and you get these simply by unlocking Earth Eater. For those of you who spam Sunburst in the main game and you don't have any left, you can steal them from the Souped Up Lizard in the Monster Arena. Alright guys, and that's pretty much everything I need to show, unless I plan on taking down Dark Anima. If I ever decide to do that, at that point I will show you the rest of the items that you need to get. But I don't think that's ever going to happen. If there's anything you think I might have missed that I need to show, just post it in the comments and I will talk about it on the next episode. If I was doing this normally, I probably wouldn't raise her MP any higher than this, so I'm going to leave it where it is. I'm going to leave it at 20,000 for now, but once I take on the Dark Aeons, it's going to be about the 50,000 range, maybe even higher than that. I don't know. Anyway, let's go guys. First up, Earth Eater. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why I wanted my Shiva's HP to be 20,000. That way I can attack it twice before I have to heal. Let me go ahead and grant summon Shiva actually. Okay, so this thing is really, really annoying. It counterattacks and it really, really, really hurts. It'll do about 40,000 damage if you don't raise your Aeon's defense, so Raise it to about where I have it, about the 180 mark. If you just want to take him down, use protective scores, and don't worry about using shell because it's still gonna do 9,000 because I didn't raise my magic defense. All right, so before I start attacking it, I'm gonna use chi about 5 times, so I take a little less damage, do more with my physical attacks. Defend against this Megaton punch. Boop. Alright, it's chair number 3, I think. Actually, I lost count already. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, so of course, every time you do 99,000 damage, you knock him on his ass. And I can do that with Diamond Dust. Down it goes. Alright, let me just get fully healed here. Oh, don't forget, unfortunately, he has a built-in reflect, which really isn't that much of a deal because you aren't going to be attacking him with magic, because his magic defense is really high. But if you're using anima, you might want to attack him while healing at the same time. So in your case, you would cast Reflect on yourself and then do a Drain, I guess. But I'm not using anima, so I don't care. He shoots flares out of his ass, by the way. It's much better to just probably heal like this. There we go. Anyway, now that I'm at full health, all I do at this point is just spam Diamond Dusters. That's pretty much all I do right here. Every time he counterattacks, my Ojai gets full completely. Let's do it again. See, this is the difference between using an Elemental Aeon and Anima. Elemental Aeons can... God damn. Man, get on your ass. As I was saying, this is the difference between using Elemental Aeons and Anima. Elemental Aeons can fully heal themselves. And Anima might have to cast Kiraja quite a few times. That's kind of annoying. And because it's a black magic, they can attack and heal at the same time, which is really helpful. Another thing I want you guys to keep in mind is the fact that if I plan on taking down Dark Anima without this cheat device that, well, it's not a cheat device, it's in the actual game. If I plan on taking down Dark Anima without using this feature, I would have to kill Earth Eater like what, 10,000 times? Actually, more than that. I have to kill Earth Eater about what, 50,000 times because I have to raise the luck of all of my Aeons. So fuck that, you know. And even then, your victory is still 3%. Actually, it's lower than that. You probably have a better chance of winning the lottery. I really hate this guy so much. I hate him so much. I do not like this boss. You know what's funny? In my PS2 file, I actually fought this guy a lot to raise my Aeon's luck. But eventually, I just got tired of doing it. Yeah, fighting this guy constantly to raise the luck of my Aeons is actually the main reason why I rage quitted on the No Spear Dark Anima on my PS2 file. Cause I just got tired of fighting this guy constantly. You get 2 Fortune Spears, and I got to a point where I needed 99 of these to raise my luck by 1 point. It was just so frustrating. When I say, you know what, guys, I've had enough. Because even if I do these things, my chance of victory is very, very, very slim. So, and like I said, Dark Anima has been defeated once in No Spear Grid, but the guy who beat him did indeed use a, I believe, well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he did indeed use a device that allows him to you know, just max his stats out. Alright, and there goes Earth Ether. So as you see, it doesn't take too long to beat him, but the fact that you gotta beat him so many times to mainly raise your luck is just bullshit. Not only that, but you have to make sure that you kill him with your Diamond Dust, or if you use an animal, it'd be like easier to just spam pain. You gotta make sure that you overkill it so you get 2 instead of 1. So for those of you who are using an Elemental Aeon, that's even more frustrating. Alright, next up, Greatest Fear. Yet another boss that counterattacks every time you so much as spit on it. I think I steal from it though. I think I'll be fine with steal from it. But Spheres. Okay, just an item I'm gonna use for ingredient mixing for Trio 9, and not Trio 9, but for Hyper Mighty God. Okay, so the Greatest Sphere counterattacks with Ultimate every time you attack it, which is kind of annoying. It's also immune to elemental skills, which means my Diamond Dust is completely useless. Fortunately, its physical fix is nowhere. Let's put a Protect for its Hydraulic Press, as well as Shell for its ultimate attack. And at this point, all I gotta do is just keep kicking it, doing maximum damage. It counterattacks with ultimate every time. You know what, let me speed this up, because I don't want to see this. Let me speed this up, okay. I need to heal. Let me shield this. Yeah, that Hydraulic Press, which is actually kind of a very, very, very annoying attack. Alright, full health. So at this point, I just gotta keep healing and watch my health. Let me see. Yeah, just keep attacking it like this. Heal every 2 attacks. I mean, if my Shiva was ready to take on the Dark Aeons, I wouldn't be healing as much as I am now. But since my current Shiva is strong enough to take down the arena monsters, we're going to go ahead and get this out of the way. Because when I fight Dark Aeons, I'm going to need 255 defense, 255 attack, and all kind of stuff. So we'll do that later. But as you can see, I just repeat this over and over and over again until it dies. Now, as I said before, guys, it's actually possible to beat this one with your characters. You don't actually attack it. You use a Doom strategy, and you survive his hydraulic presses until the Doom counter eventually wears off, which is going to take a very, very, very long time. But this is how they get auto fitness for Orin and that ridiculous no spigot challenge that pretty much bans everything in the game. And I know I keep bringing that up, but it is a ridiculous, insane, absurd challenge. And please don't ask me to do that challenge, because I am not fucking doing it. It took me everything I had to beat BFA in just a regular no spit grid and banning Trio and Aeons. So I don't even want to think about how many tries it's going to take me to beat him while banning everything else in the game, let alone catching 5 of everything in the game to get the Dark Matters to take him out. So fuck that. I mean, seriously, who the fuck came up with that challenge? It is an absurd challenge. And then you gotta kill this guy with Doom and pray and hope that he drops auto fitness for Orin. No! I'm just not doing that, guys. I'm sorry. I love this game, but I don't love it that much. Okay, I promise this last time I'm gonna shit on that challenge. I know I do it all the time, but I really caught a lot of flake on Game Facts when I told them when I told those guys that the challenge was impossible, and I don't think there's a single person who would actually do it legitly. Yeah, there are videos out there of people doing it, but it's still a really absurd challenge. All right, next up, catastrophe. This one is really, 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 really easy. Probably because it. What the fuck am I doing? Get Sheev right here. As I said, this one is really, really easy simply because it doesn't counterattack. In fact, I could probably beat it without hitting too many times. Protect. Shell. And we're just gonna reel on it. That's about what? 600 damage? 600,000 damage? Okay. This is another one that I think is possible to beat with your regular characters. Obviously, you'll simply be using the Doom counter and surviving with Riku's Trio 9 until it eventually dies. I mean, not Trio 9, but Riku's Hyper Mighty Guard until it eventually dies. But as you see, this one, there's absolutely nothing to worry about here. In fact, out of all the original creations, this was probably the easiest one to kill because it doesn't counterattack. It doesn't have any powerful moves, so you can just rail on this one. It's unfortunate that it doesn't drop anything particularly useful for the challenge, unless you want to farm this guy for Dark Matters or something, but you're better off fighting Dark Jimbo. Designer wallet, yeah, I can't use that. Alright guys, and now for a tough one. This thing is a major pain in the ass. Thuban. Alright, so this thing is the main reason why my Aeon stats are as high as they are now for this part of the game. Okay, so the problem with Thuban is that he counterattacks everything you do. Well, not stealing. He counterattacks with this tail move, but unfortunately that tail move removes all of your buffs, including auto life. In case you thought about using the Magnet Sisters, it even removes auto life, which is just fucking despicable. And normally this wouldn't be that big of an issue, except for the fact that he has a laser beam that does a lot, and I mean a lot of damage. Fortunately, he has a very straightforward, predictable attack pattern, so you can get ready for it, shield against it, and you can make it do less than 20,000 HP. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to haste up. And the reason why I'm doing this is so I can cheer more times. Well, actually, no, fuck cheer. We need to focus first. Although he can remove shell, he won't remove my inner bust. And focus actually increases my magic defense, which is why I'm using it. In fact, I'm probably going to be using double cast flare too to make sure I, get more damage in. Double cast ultra maybe, I don't know. Probably use a double cast flare. Okay, I think that's number 4, and this is number 5. Alright. Now let's get our defense up so I can take just a little less damage. Not that's really gonna matter, but alright, so y'all use the basic attack. His next attack is gonna be this rainbow move, which does status effects, but Aeon's immune to it, of course. How many tears was that? I think I overcapped on it. Excuse me. Alright, as I said, every time you attack him, he attacks you with this really, really annoying tail sweeping thing. That move is just wrong because as you see, my haste gun it removes your buffs. I fucking hate that move. I can't stand that attack. All right, so now I'm gonna heal up. Excuse me. On his third turn, he always uses a defensive skill. After that, this is when that laser thing is coming up. So what we're gonna do here is with the 170 agility, you will always have 2 turns before it does that. So first we're gonna use shell, and now we're gonna defend against it. And it does 14,000 damage, so I have just enough energy to sponge that. All right, now we're gonna double cast Blizzard Guard and Flare, so I can attack him and heal at the same time. All right. The dude has 4 million HP, so this is gonna take a minute. And for that reason, let me just go ahead and speed this up. Alright, so there will be times where I might just double cast Drain because it does a decent amount of damage while keeping me at full health. Well, actually, it only does 50,000. I'm probably better off doing the thing. Alright, so make sure you dispel him before he gets to his shell and region turn, because what's gonna happen is after protect he will after he uses protect, then he will use shell, and after shell he uses region. You don't want him having that. So just make sure you're constantly dispelling that ability. Let's see. Drain Flare. I gotta make sure that I keep my HP in good health before his laser move. Since my luck is high, I don't have to worry about him landing a crit. Yeah, that's enough. Because it does about 14,000. So I can still attack him after he does that. So shell and shield. Alright, so at this point it's just a constant loop of that. Wait a minute. Okay, we do flare and Blizzard God. I think I do more damage this way. I use a lot of magic points to do more damage actually. Alright, so at this point it's just a constant loop of everything I just did until the fucker finally dies. Condemn. Condemn. Rainbow. Survive. Special. Up. Special. Double cast. Flare. Blizzard God on me. Condemn. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Get rid of that protect. Shell and shield. Double cast. What? Ooh, I really wish it wouldn't reset like that. I wish that this double cast thing had complete memory every time I use it. That'd be very helpful, wouldn't it? But oh well. Alright. You may notice that my Shiva isn't cursed. Yeah, that Raymond move causes curse even on Aeons, which is gonna be a pain in the ass for those of you who are using Anima. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, I do not like this boss at all. This boss is actually very, very, very annoying to fight in no speed grid because of that counterattack completely removing all of your buffs, and the fact that his laser does so much damage that you have to pretty much be prepared for it. Yeah, this boss is just so damn annoying. But we reached the point where we can take him out. It's just a matter of time until he runs out of HP. You just have to make sure that you don't run out of MP before he kills you, because sadly you don't get a lot of MP from him from a Lancet or a Moist. So you have to make sure that you're doing a lot of damage with your physical attacks and not using up too much MP, because you're gonna need MP to heal, of course. I mean, I guess you can spam Lancet, but he counterattacks every time you do that, so it's really not gonna help that much, you know. If this dude didn't have an attack pattern where I knew when that laser's coming, he'd be probably almost impossible to beat unless you got like a super strong aim, like 50,000 HP or something like that. I don't know. But it's just a matter till he runs out of HP, I hope. Just don't misclick and flare yourself or something stupid like that. I'm getting kind of tired of him now. I kind of want him dead. Maybe I should use, okay, I should use Drain instead of Blizzard God, because it's cheaper, and it's cheaper, it still fully heals me, and it does damage at the same time, so I should definitely be using Drain instead of Blizzard God to heal. Well, it doesn't fully heal me, unfortunately, but I gotta do it twice anyway, so that's better. Hate this fucker, man. Alright, let's get rid of that get rid of that shit. Get rid of that shell and protect. Oh, he has shell on. That's why it wasn't doing. I'm about to say, I know it fully hit me before. He had shell on because I didn't dispel it. That's why it wasn't fully healing me before, because I didn't dispel the fucking shell. I do that. So yeah, it's definitely best I do Drain and then Flare, so I can fully heal and still damage him a lot in the same turn. There he goes. There he goes. Yeah, it's just really, really, really annoying boss, but Shiva can handle it. Underdog Secret. Don't know why you would farm that, but oh well. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for this episode. I'm going to be going back to Sin to catch those fiends again so I can unlock this slug and Ultimate Buster. And we will take them down later. See you guys there. Take it easy. DK out. Thank you for watching.